All right, team, welcome back to another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. So let's dive straight in. Today we're talking about your goals, what you want to achieve, and why they're important. Now, here's the thing. Most people never ever achieve the goal. So let me ask you a question. How long have you had the goal of losing weight, becoming healthier, and being more confident? Has it been 6 months? 6 years? Has it been 16 years? Has this been something you have been battling with your whole life? A lot of people, the answer is yes, that we talk to. I see ladies, I had a lady to start, she's about 130 kilograms. She's 47 years old, and she said she hasn't been down at 80 kilograms since she was 17. So she has battled weight for the last 30 years, her entire adult life. So I knew that we had to paint a really good picture. Now, this is where most people get their goals wrong. They have this big overarching goal: healthier, lose weight, more confident. I'm like, yeah, welcome to every fucking person in the entire world. Everyone wants to be healthier, everyone wants to be more confident, and everyone wants to have the ideal weight they want to be at. Everybody wants that. But why does not everybody have that? Well, the goal itself, if it is too broad, it may seem unattainable, but it also, there's not enough allure to it. Like you're not really drawn to it. So let's paint two types of goals. Sorry, two types of motivations. What we have is, on one side, we have the goal. Now we call this one, it's like imagine it's nighttime, you've got this bright light, and you've got a moth that is drawn towards the light. That's what goals are like for human beings, positive goals. So you're kind of drawn towards your goal. There's not a lot of urgency for most people. It's like, yeah, that's what I'd like to achieve. It'd be nice if I had it. I want it. But for some people, they've had that goal for years, for decades, and it hasn't been enough to get them to take action. So that's one side of the goal, is what we want. On the other side of the goal, sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so catching my breath as we go. On the other side of the goal, we have what we call the big push in the back. So there's what we want, what we're drawn towards, and what we don't want, that is what we're running away from. So let me give you an example. Imagine an Olympic runner right now. You've got the Olympic runner, and they're in the Olympics, they're going to do a 100-meter race. They have the goal of coming first. Now, that goal in itself is motivating. They are there to come first. But it's not just about coming first. This is the big mistake people think when they see athletes. It's like it's just coming first. No, that is like just the tip of the pinnacle of the goal. Because let's say it's Usain Bolt, world's fastest man. Well, I think he's retired now, but let's say when he was running the Olympics, he wasn't just there to come first. Coming first didn't mean just a first place on the podium. It meant potential world record, gold medal, coming first. Now here's all the big shit. Massive endorsement deals, worldwide recognition. You are now the fastest man on the planet. You got people recognize you on the street. People want to take photos with you. Your whole life can change in an instant from getting that first place. If you're an Olympic athlete, you're on TV, everybody knows your name, even me, fucking Joe Blow in Australia talking about this guy. So many things come with that goal. So he knows that if I just come first, if I just achieve this one thing, it's going to open up a whole new chapter of life. This is really important. Most people never get past the top of the goal, the pinnacle, as in like, I just want to lose weight. But it isn't just about losing weight. What is underneath that goal? What happens when you lose that weight? What does life look like? What does your lifestyle look like? So that's one part of it, understanding exactly what you want. Because if you don't have a destination, you physically cannot have a path. So imagine you go for a walk, but you don't know where you're going to end up. Should you turn left? Should you turn right? Should you keep going? Are you going the wrong way? You don't know. So if there isn't specific nitty-gritties to this goal, there is no path. It is not possible to achieve the goal. It cannot just be about a number on the scale, because you've probably wanted to achieve that number on the scale for years now. and we still haven't got there. Now, that might be a lack of knowledge, coaching, resources, understanding, skills. Yes, that's a big part of it. But what about those people who they don't know this, but they have an insatiable drive to achieve the goal? They seek out the knowledge, they seek out the learnings, they pour their whole life into achieving that goal. For most people, they don't have that. And that's fine, you don't need that. But if you want to have a stronger draw towards the light like that moth, there needs to be all the other things that come with it. And this is something I do with all the ladies before they join our program. Because I know if they are highly motivated individuals, we've got a very clear goal, what we want it to look like on a day-to-day basis, the lifestyle changes, the effect they want to have on their kids, their family, the social life they want, how they want to feel. Like if we have all these things, we've built a very strong goal. Now that's one part. The other part of the goal is what we call the big push in the back. It's going to get us moving forward. Even if the goal itself isn't motivating, sometimes we need a hungry lion snapping at our heels. So the other side of this goal is what we don't want. So we have what we want and what we don't want. So let's take Usain Bolt for a second. So if he doesn't come first, he's going to come second. And who remembers second place? Nobody remembers second place. They don't get the gold medal. They don't get the endorsements. They don't get the fame. They don't get nothing. In the Olympics, if you ain't first, you're last. That's pretty much how it's going to go. Nobody cares about second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth place. Nobody. Everyone cares about the person that came first. So the consequences, the big push in the back, what happens if I don't achieve this goal? What happens if I don't come first? I'm going to miss out on all of it. I'm going to literally miss out on everything. The difference between first and second is a ridiculous lifestyle. Money, endorsements, fame, recognition, title. You're now the world's second fastest man. Quite not as appealing as the world's fastest man. So he knows that there's consequences if he doesn't achieve his goal. So the big snapping lion, the big push in the back is what happens if I don't achieve my goal? And sometimes that is more motivating. Disappointment, embarrassment, shame. You're now second. Now you've got to wait another 4 years to the next Olympics, however fucking long it is. Now you've got to wait all this time. Now you're older. New people are coming through the ranks. You might miss the opportunity and forever. If you don't win that, if he didn't win that race right there, he may never, ever, ever have that opportunity again. So can you see that one is pushing you forward? So it's like, well, what if I don't achieve the goal? And one is drawing you towards it. What is the goal? What are we moving towards? And both of those factors combined make for an extremely powerful motivator. So for you, right now, listening, what happens if you never achieve this goal? You go through your whole life and you never become the person that lost the weight, fitted into that dress size, was a role model for their kids, was actually happy in their skin, actually looked in the mirror and felt content. What happens if you never become that person? Well, that's now quite a scary thought. What if you never hit that achievement? What if you always struggle with your weight? How long will you live? I don't know about you, but I don't see many obese 80-year-olds. It just doesn't happen. 70, pretty rare. 60, yeah, there's a few. Most of those people are dropping like flies around the 60s and the 70s, even the 50s. So you're gonna be setting yourself up for a shorter life. Okay, so let's play that out for a second. Let's play the narrative. You work your whole fucking life, you struggle with weight, but you work your whole life to then retire at 60, 65 years old, and then you die at 70. Was that last 5 years of life really good? Or were you riddled with fucking pain, arthritis? Were you riddled with medications? Your mobility was shit. You couldn't go and enjoy the holidays. You couldn't even fucking get on the plane. You do get on the plane, you get over there, and you can't even do the tours. You can't do the walks. You're bound to the hotel room. You go out every now and again. That sounds like a fucking miserable life. Like, how awful does that sound? But see how we have to paint the picture. You're probably feeling a little bit of tension right now within you. You're probably going like, oh fuck. Okay, I'm feeling like I've got to start doing something. I've got to start moving. Because you've got to have the goal and you've got to look at the consequences. What happens if you never achieve that goal? If that never comes to pass? Just like Usain Bolt would. All right, this is what happens when I come first, and this is what happens if I come second. One that I want, one that I don't want. And both of them are going to motivate him to go forward. So when you're creating your goals, it cannot be, I just want to be 65 kilograms. It's just such a nonsense goal. Like, yeah, it's good to have the direction of where you want to get to, but what's special about 65? What happens when you get to 65? How is your life different? How are you different? What does it look like? Does it open up life again? And these are the things that a good coach is going to understand and take their clients through. Because if you don't have a big, powerful motivator and a big, powerful push in the back, you're not going to fucking do anything. And how do we know that? Well, if you haven't done these exercises that I've gone through today and you haven't changed for years, then that's how we know, because we haven't done the things. Sometimes you got to look it in the face. It's ugly. It's disturbing. It's even upsetting. But the only way out is through. You got to look at it. You got to confront it. You can't just avoid yourself in the mirror for the next 10 years. Just because you're not looking at it doesn't mean the problem isn't there. You got to solve the problem if you want these things. And the more you push this out, the more you delay it, the harder it gets. The more weight that is there, the older your body gets, the lower your metabolism becomes. You're just fighting a losing battle the longer you push this out. So the best thing to do, bite the bullet right now. Don't wait till Monday, right now. What do I need to do today to move the needle forward in the right direction? Now, if you are genuinely struggling with that and you're like, okay, I need help. Like, I understand where I want to get to. I understand the consequences of never achieving it. Good. But if you're lacking the skills and you're lacking the knowledge and you're lacking the accountability, it is time for some outside help. It is time to reach out. How you do that with us? We only work with women 40 plus. If you're anybody else, can't help you. Apologies. If you're over the age of 40 and you want to lose weight, you want that help, you want to learn how to maintain it, get to the top of the mountain and stay there, then reach out. Instagram, Josh Humphris, hit me up, send me a message. Go, hey, listen to the podcast, I need some help. Or I'd like to learn more about the program. You'll see my ads on Instagram. If you follow me or you jump on, you type my name in, you'll probably get served with a couple of ads of what we do. Listen to the ad, click learn more, and have a chat with us. We'll book in. Super easy. All right, team. Lots to think about today. Lots of love. Go kick your goals, and I'll see you in the next one.